There we go. I had y'all muted from earlier. I was doing some different streams earlier today, so there we go. TikTok can hear me, and now YouTube can hear me. Welcome, YouTube. Hope you guys are doing well. Alrighty, so as I was saying, Redbird, good to see you. Broken Halo, bro, good to see you guys. Appreciate y'all. Redbird, good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you are doing well. But yeah, if you guys have Aurora pictures for reports tonight, you guys can send them into the post your content underneath of my Discord. The link in my bio is to my Discord if you would like to join that. I would love to see y'all's pictures coming in. Now, here's the biggest question. I know there's going to be a lot of people that eventually start to come in the stream because everybody wants to know what's going on. Timing and areas in terms of where you are going to see it at and when it's going to happen is unknown. Tonight's Aurora is a little bit weaker, at least as of right now, than what yesterday's was. I think right now we are looking, when I last looked at it here, we'll refresh. Let me refresh this here. Yeah, right now KP is at a 5. So yesterday we were at an 8. So it's a lot lower than what it was last night. Doesn't mean you can't see it. We do have reports of some people seeing it as far as Missouri, some people seeing it in northern Indiana. So once again, if you guys do have those reports, feel free to throw them in my Discord, and I will love to see what you guys got. You guys can post that under the Post Your Content tab. Once again, that link in my bio for anybody that would like to do that. Can you see it in Connecticut? Cloud cover may be an issue, and if you can see on the top right of your screen here, actually, let me refresh. Hold on just a second. There we go. You guys can see there's an upper level system, and I'll actually pull this up here so you guys can see as well. We've got some cloud cover issues here this evening. There we go. Maybe it's been forever since I've done a little bit of a weather stream, so y'all gonna have to bear with me for just a momento. Hold on just a minute. I'm waiting. There we go. All right. Maybe. There we go. Here's the deal. We got an upper level low, and we've got some cloud cover here for much of PA. So if you're over here in the Northeast, probably not. And that sucks. You guys had the same issue last night. We actually had some breaks in the cloud cover. If we can get some of these clouds to continue to push out here in the next couple of hours, which probably not going to happen. It seems to be the Northeast and the West Coast here are kind of in a not fun zone here. If you're in the Central Plains, there's some wispy clouds up here into northern Illinois, northern Indiana. But as we go through the night here, if things do end up trending up and we do see it, go further south, we'll be able to hopefully see that. In terms of where you can officially see it at as of right now, this is a reporting app here. The Aurorasaurus is pretty cool, actually. I just now found myself looking at this. This is the line here. This red line is where it's where it's possible to see it at. Right now, we're not, we've got some reports down in Missouri. We've got one down in Wichita, Kansas, I saw a report of, but if you're below this red line right now, not going to be able to see it, at least as of now. That can change, but it's a lot weaker of a storm, at least as of right now from what last night was. Doesn't mean that can't change. You can get a flip south with your, I can't even talk of the word here right now. You can get a flip south here with your lights, and eventually, like I said, that may change. So, it's not as impressive as the last night, but Tennessee, you're kind of floating here with it. It's possible. We've got people reporting it in Illinois and Indiana right now, and down into Missouri, so it's possible, absolutely. It'll probably be later on though, into the night here. It's only 8 o'clock Central Time. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. Let's see here. Yeah, guys, so here's the deal. I'm not like a super big space nerd. I mean, I love space, absolutely, but I'm not as informationally overwhelmed with information like I typically am with weather. So atmospheric weather, and what happens well above that level of the atmosphere is a little bit different here. So we're going to try and cover as much as we can with this. Like I said, I just want to see y'all's reports. If you guys get any pictures, feel free to, like I said, send them into the Discord here. My Discord is linked in my bio, and you guys can, I'll show them on here. I'll show your pictures on here. If you got any from last night as well, I'd love to see those. I know a lot of people saw it last night, so just make sure you guys post that in the post under your content there. And I believe Sky just sent hers in. Let me get yours pulled up here. Hold on just a second. Let's see what we got. I'll just pull the Discord over here so you guys can see it, but these are from last night, right, Sky? I'm pretty sure. I just want to make sure. I love your hair. Thanks. I didn't do nothing with it. It's just weird. I leave my hair the way it is. I appreciate it, though. I don't know if that was sarcasm, but I appreciate it. Yeah, last night. These are nice. Oh, I love the red glow, too. It's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, we had some pretty good ones here in Western Kentucky last night. But, yeah, just the red tint and with the stars and everything. It's just beautiful. You can't not like this stuff. It's pretty freaking cool. So, Heck freaking yeah. Yeah, you guys can send that to my Discord, link in my bio here. As always, I'd love to show y'all stuff on here. Super, super, super cool stuff. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate that, Hope. I appreciate that. So we'll see what happens here. I think we've got some reports here. Let me just look in here and see. 6:45 to 7 p.m. We had a report in, this is near St. Louis, so I'm not seeing, I think some of this is still from earlier. User didn't see anything yet. Interesting. So it's not quite far yet that south. I'm not even using my words correct. There is a meteor shower tonight, and I can't remember the name of it, and this website's going to crash a couple times because there are so many people on it. What is the meteor shower that is tonight? I should know this stuff. You guys should know I should know this. I don't, sadly. The Leonide meteor shower's tonight. Yeah, because it peaked yesterday, I believe. Yes. Yeah, that's yesterday, today, and then tomorrow is where that is at. So yeah, pretty cool stuff here. But we're just gonna look here. Like I said, KP index is at a 5 right now, so way lower than yesterday. We'll go ahead and zoom back in here. We can look at our speed. So yeah, sadly, it's slowing down a little bit. It's still moving 888.41 kilometers per second here. So pretty fast. I mean, clearly this is zooming. But it was around 950 about 20 to 25 minutes ago speed wise. Looks like we're going positive again, potentially. So, you know, this can definitely change again. We've been going up here just a little bit over the last hour or two. But, you know, we'll see what happens here. Definitely can change for sure. So. All right. Also, if you guys do join the Discord, let me know too. If you'll comment your name under your pictures, that way I can make sure I call you guys out right in stream. That would be super, super awesome. So if you've already posted it, I'm gonna try and figure out who people are. Who is the Sucks Zone on Discord? I should know. I feel like I should know who that is, but I don't. And then whoever, yeah, if you guys just posted, let me know your names underneath of it. That way I can officially give you guys the credit for that. So awesome. Okay, so we have Ethan. This is from Wyoming. Is this from last night? I believe. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And that's from last night. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here. See, this is why I want to move to the north. Mesomat might end up moving to Minnesota. I may honestly be moving to Minnesota. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Great pictures here. I believe this is Ethan, correct? Yes. And then we've got, let's see here, the Sucks Zone. I believe this is from you from yesterday. I'm gonna guess you're further south, correct? What's my Discord? It's in my bio. It's the link's in my bio. I can't like say the name or anything, but it's in my bio. If you're watching on YT, it's also in there as well. So this is from yesterday. Oh, this is from Florida. No, wait, this is not from Florida. I'm so confused. Hold on a second. Brian, where is yours from? Is it from Florida? I'm trying to figure out where yours is from. I'm like waiting for a message. Sherwood, Arkansas. Gotcha. Beautiful pictures here. Yeah, so if you guys want to send those in on the Discord and the post your content, I will gladly show them tonight. We're just kind of waiting, gonna see what's happening here. We've got reports down as far as Missouri, Wichita, Tennessee, a little bit iffy right now. Like I said, this is the line on where you more than likely will possibly see it at here. If you're below this line right now, probably not. As of right now. Power outages, no right now. Let's chat in the Discord, the post your content one. Post your content. Also, if you guys do join the Discord, you guys, most of y'all know I do cover weather events. So you have the Storm Prediction Center Outlook in there, all weather information, tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, all stuff like that. That is also in my Discord as well. So all that link is in my bio. It's the link tree link in my bio. So let me refresh this here. Yeah, this website is going to be going bonkers tonight. So, yeah, there could be some isolated power outages. It's always possible when you have these type of events. Absolutely. So, yeah, Ohio is very possible. You guys are also clear tonight. Just also taking a look at satellite here, we can see where the clouds are at. Yeah, most of Ohio tonight is absolutely clear. So I've got cloud cover satellite up here so you guys can see as well. Definitely not going to see it over here. I just highly doubt it. And you're definitely probably not going to see it up here in the Northeast unless you get some clearing at some point here. So very, very, very low end chance of that happening as of right now. So we are going to talk severe weather as well, guys. We do have a severe weather pattern coming up next week. We've also got the potential for some winter storms. So we're going to talk about some weather here as well this evening, while we're getting this stuff in. Once again, if you guys have those pictures, feel free to send them into Discord. I'm currently watching that. So as that stuff comes in, would love to see that stuff. Thank you guys for all the follows. I really appreciate it. I wasn't going to get on here and cover this tonight. I don't typically space. I love space. Absolutely love space weather. But my knowledge for this type of thing is not the best, so I'm more of a weather nerd. So we're just gonna give it a whirl on here. And so if there is anybody in chat as well that has any questions or anything as well, feel free to throw them. I've got a pretty decent knowledge, so let's see here. I just want to see it already. I know, Sierra. Hopefully you will. They've got reports down as far as Kansas and Wichita, Kansas. So, like I said, we've got some reports down here. So we'll just see. But that line is continuing to go south. So, that's a good thing. That's a good thing here. The possibility here of a low end chance of seeing it. Absolutely. I definitely say northern Minnesota is definitely seeing it for sure. So. Jade, I got yours pulled up here. Let's see here. Jade, this is from Kansas City last night. I saw Kansas City had beautiful reports last night. So this is from Jade in chat here. This is from last night. Absolutely stunning pictures. I love this. Absolutely gorgeous, as always. So, yeah. Like I said, guys, if you missed it last night, hopefully we get some tonight. It's a little bit weaker of a storm tonight, so all we can do is hope for the best. Last night we were sitting at a KP index of 8. We're sitting at a 5 right now. So good thing is, though, is the speed is going back up just a little bit as well here. So it looks to be as well our where's our BT at, or BZ at? Yeah, BZ is now back into the positive, so this is not good. But this can honestly change pretty quickly. So, but this is not a good sign for the Aurora. Here's BT increasing in positive. But once again, it can change. You guys can see how drastic it can change here, especially from earlier this afternoon. So. But yeah, guys, in terms of, this is the first time we've had a really good chance to like talk weather or anything like that as well. Discord is in my bio, so you guys can go from there and send your pictures in as well. Yeah, Future, I've got to check your stuff out, dude. I literally have been all over the place today. As soon as I get off stream tonight, I will absolutely go check it out and look at it. 100%. I got you. I absolutely got you. Also, Mutt, thank you for the hand heart. I appreciate that. Thank you. Mutt Maven, thank you. Chris as well, thank you for the heart me. Yeah, guys, we're going to talk some weather tonight too. We've got a major pattern change heading into next week. We could be looking at multiple storm systems in terms of severe weather, heavy rainfall, winter weather. So unlike this week where it's going to be a pretty nice quiet week across most of the country, unless you're in the west or the northeast, next week we could have multiple shots at severe weather, and that means multiple shots at live streams. So if you guys go to my TikTok bio, I will show it. Well, I can't show it on my computer. It won't let me do that. There's a link underneath of my bio, and it takes you to my link tree, and then you have all of my socials on there. So it should be in there. Where is the Aurora right now? Yeah, so currently right now, the higher concentration of your colors are up here north into Minnesota. This is where this red line here, this is where it's possible to see it at. Possible. Right now we've got some reports kind of scattered in this area here, some very light reports, but not a lot. So, and that's just due to it's a weaker storm tonight. So, I did see that it's definitely possible that we could see another one tomorrow, so we'll kind of see what happens with that. But definitely keep checking back in because this can change in a minute. Very much change. It says links. It should be working. Hold on a second. Is anybody else having issues with the Discord? I just fixed it, so it should be. You think in New York City we'll be able to see anything light pollution? Yeah, that's a hard one too. It's a very hard one. You could. It's also, you got cloud cover as well on top of the light pollution, so it is hard. Yeah, it's working on my phone, so I don't know if you want. It's also in it's also on my YT. We're also live on YT, so on YouTube it's on it's in my bio as well there. You should be able to click both links. They should both work. So I've got to get like an alternative thing fixed for that. So yeah, if you guys have pictures from yesterday, feel free to send them on in. see here. Yeah, KP is still at a 5. Yesterday we maxed out at an 8, I believe. No, sorry, that's for tomorrow. Potentially between a 4 and an 8 tomorrow. Interesting. Brookie, I've got yours that just came in. Beautiful. Gosh, you guys get to see it so much better than I do, and I'm in Western Kentucky. So this is Brookie's. I believe this is, where is this from again? This is in central Minnesota. Yeah, this, I would expect it to be absolutely gorgeous in Minnesota. So this is from last night. Is this from last night or today? I want to clarify on that. Just double checking. Last night or last night? Okay, yeah. So this is last night. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the red. I don't know if I like the red more or if I like the green more. I think I like the green more. I don't know. Absolutely gorgeous stuff here. Appreciate you guys for sending this stuff in. This is my favorite. Green's my favorite color, so absolutely love it. Yeah, so we've actually got some reports of some very, very light reports of some in central Missouri, so we're just crossing our fingers here. I went outside a few minutes ago and took a look, and there's nothing yet. So, I'm in northwestern Kentucky, so that's the fun part of it there, so yeah, definitely Minnesota again tonight. You're definitely going to be seeing it for sure. Yeah, what time will it be out? Honestly, we don't know the timing of these things. Unlike weather, the time frame of when these things start and when they leave, we just have to watch. It literally can start and go within a second. That's typically how these events work. You never know the time frame. It's like, I'm so used to answering like timing questions for like weather events and all of that, and it's just this one's a hard one. You don't know it's space weather. It can literally change within a matter of a minute. So it's just if you get lucky. So I'm hoping we'll get something decent tonight. It ended up dropping earlier this afternoon all the way down to a K8 and then went all the way back up. So it's a little bit weaker today. Thank you guys for all the follows. Like I said, I also do weather coverage across all 50 states. So if you're in need of weather coverage, also Storm Chaser, thank you for all of the gifts. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Thank you as always. But yeah, if you guys ever need weather coverage, that's what I do. I'm a full-time meteorology student here in Western Kentucky. I do weather coverage for all 50 states, severe weather, winter weather, and we hit on some space stuff here and there when we get the chance to do that. So I appreciate you guys for hopping in tonight. We're also live as well on YT. So if you guys haven't found me on there yet, we're also on there. I have not seen upstate New York yet. I know it's cloudy, so if you guys get those reports, feel free to let me know. I'd love to know. Just a second. I'm going to try and get a couple more of my mods in here real quick so we can get some of y'all's questions answered. Hold on one moment, y'all. Okay. Let's see which questions y'all got. Like I said, locations are just, I can't answer location questions. There's no way to know unless we've got reports, which we have reports in Minnesota. We have reports in Illinois. Northern Indiana has some. We have a couple in north central Missouri, and a couple in Kansas from what I know of as of right now. Unless you guys are seeing it physically, let me know. But in terms of like the timing and all of that, gonna be a pretty hard one to nail. So it's space weather. It's literally impossible to get an idea on where it's gonna happen at. So. All right, hold on one more second here. Can we see it in Kentucky, and how do we see it? Yeah, so just like last night, we saw it very, very well here in Kentucky. Almost didn't need a camera. We could see it pretty well without a camera. But you wanted to turn, I believe it's your exposure, turn your exposure all the way up, I believe is what it is. Is it down or up? I don't remember how I did it last night because this was my first time doing it last night. I believe it's all the way up, if I'm correct. If anybody in the chat remembers, let me know in the chat. I believe you turn it all the way up, and then you should be able to. It should just be able to capture it. I'm pretty sure. The camera trick thing, it works for different cameras and it works for different phones. So up, yeah, I was gonna say I believe it's up. Yeah, you turn your exposure all the way up, and then it should be able to capture it. So. This one's called, it's called Aurorasaurus. It's actually pretty cool. I just found it tonight, so. Mars, we're doing both. We're doing both a little bit tonight. I just thought I'd get on here for a little bit. We're going to do some severe weather talk here as well in just a few minutes. So, yeah, the blue, not the blue line, the red line here is where it's possible to see it as far down as. If you're down here, you're not going to see it right now. At least as of right now. That can definitely change, but you're not going to see it as of right now. We're seeing most of our reports up here, so. And then, like I said, with the cloud cover right now, we've got some wispy clouds kind of moving across here, across the central region. So some people may see it, some people may not. And then we've got our big upper level low kind of digging down here as well into the northeast. So we're really not going to be able to see much here. And you're probably not going to be able to see much in here. It's going to be very, very hard to see stuff like that. Just with the cloud cover and the rain that's ongoing. It's just bad timing. Now, if you're down here, sadly, if our storm was a little bit stronger, which it still could possibly happen tonight, if our storm was a little bit stronger, we'd be able to see it down southeast like yesterday, but perfect conditions down there, just not seeing it, sadly, so. But that's just part of it. It's the luck of the cards. Can you see it in Dallas, Texas? Probably not right now. I haven't seen any reports of it. Hold on one more sec, y'all. So, any reports for Ohio? I've seen a couple. A very, very few. So, like I said, it's a little bit of a weaker storm. Charlotte, North Carolina, probably not going to see it as of right now. Still possible. It's still possible. Like I said, we still have all night long. So, it's very, very possible. Tennessee, Michigan. Michigan will probably end up seeing it at some point tonight. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen it already. What is the website? This one's called, this is actually a really good website. It's called spaceweatherlive.com. You guys can use it on your own, but it's a very good website. And then we've got the Aurorasaurus one. So all this is free to use as the public. Cloud coverage in Ohio, not bad. We've got some wispy clouds entering northwestern and central Indiana. Very, very high top clouds, so this shouldn't impact anything. Ohio actually looks beautiful for viewing tonight. So we've got what's called northwesterly flow. So this kind of sets up scattered cumulus clouds across the board here. We've got our upper level low up here. So like I said, Minnesota looks great. Wisconsin looks great. The West Coast sucks. I hate it for the West Coast, and then I hate it for the Northeast right now. So this is just upper level clouds moving through here. So, stay tuned, guys. Here in just a few minutes, we're going to run over some severe weather. We are looking at a major pattern change as we head towards next week. Multiple storm systems possible. We may be doing live severe weather coverage every single day next week. So it's very, very possible with the pattern that we're going to be seeing set up, and we're going to kind of talk about that. I've been waiting the last couple days to get on here and do a live discussion talking about it because there's been so much flip-flop in the data, but we are going to be looking at that as well. So sadly, there's going to be that on the other side of things. And we could be looking at a polar vortex collapse potentially as we head towards the end of the month, leading to some of the coldest temperatures for a lot of people going into Thanksgiving. So we're going to have all that. But if you do need weather updates daily, I post 10-minute video weather discussions for all 50 states every single day here on TikTok and on YouTube. So I do appreciate you guys very, very much as always. But I think our quiet weather pattern is about to change significantly as we head into next week with multiple rounds of rain, heavy rain, severe weather, maybe even some snow for some people. So all of that to look at here in the very, very not too distant future. So also, guys, please do not spam in the chat. You spam in the chat, you're going to get muted. So no need to do that. If it was visible in Texas, really any time. Like I said, here's the thing with these solar flares, right? And with the way the aurora works, right? Typically, when a flare happens, it sends all of the energy heading towards, you know, the Earth, etc. What we like to see, like we were seeing earlier this afternoon, except it wasn't nighttime, was down here when around 2300 hours. So this is actually about 2 hours ago. We had a pretty big drop here with our BZ, and then it went back up. So we're kind of waiting to see how this fluctuates tonight. But right now we're back down into the negative here, so we could see those lights hopefully extend further down south a little bit here. We want to see a trend negative. We want to see this down here in the red and in the yellow. Excuse me, we don't want to see it up in the green. So typically that means you're not going to see it that far south. So that's just a stronger storm dips down further negative, a weaker system further up. So, but overall though, it's still performing pretty decently. So unlike yesterday was just crazy. Website. So this website is spaceweatherlive.com. And then we've got the other one here, the Aurorasaurus. Be patient with this one today, guys. It's going in and out just because of the fact that so many people are trying to use it today. So that's just part of it. Also, if you guys do tap or will tap the live stream and send it out to people as well, it helps get people in here. I do appreciate you guys very much. Yeah, last night was amazing. And from a Western Kentucky perspective, it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, you can see it on any camera pretty much. Yes. Yeah, I've never really done the space forecasting talk. This is my first time. We've covered tsunamis. We've covered all of our weather events. And then I think this is the first time I've really done space weather. So y'all are going to have to bear with me. I'm not like a nerd on space weather. I've got a pretty decent background knowledge on this stuff. But unlike severe weather and actual general weather in the atmosphere, it's a little bit different. So some people may know more than me in the chat. It happens. It's okay. Yeah, space weather is amazing though. Like this is what I call fun. Like this is a lot of fun. I love talking about this stuff. So you guys also, the Discord should be working in my bio. Please send your pictures, whether it be from last night or tonight, in the post your content section, and I will show it on stream. I've already shown everybody else's that's coming in on stream. I've got a couple more here. Melissa just sent her pictures in. If you guys will also, as always, please let me know your name in there if it's not already in your username, and as well as the location it was at, that way I can let people know. But I believe this was from last night. Here we go. So this is from Melissa last night. This is East Tennessee, I believe. Yes, East Tennessee. And this is actually gorgeous for that far down south. So this is East Tennessee last night. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here. Absolutely love it. I miss the trees. I miss trees and I miss mountains low-key. I'm trying to convince Rhoda to maybe move to a mountainous area in the future. Whether it be like Washington State or somewhere else. I don't know. She probably won't let me do that, but it's fine. I've seen a couple reports of Southern Virginia, like not Southern Virginia, Northern Virginia tonight, but I don't know how much valid those are. Sometimes people put in false reports. It's very much possible too. So this app or this website's barely even working tonight. So yeah, that's another thing too, is if you've got a lot of light pollution, it's going to make it very hard to see as well. So very, very difficult. But yeah, we're trending back up positive again here. So it's gonna be one of those nights where we go up and down, up and down, up and down. It's like you're rolling the dice here to gamble if you're gonna stay up all night to watch it or not. Also, guys, thank you for all the gifts. Bilbo, Danica, thank you guys very, very much. I appreciate it. Like I said, looking at the upper level clouds here and down toward the low, I believe this is lower level clouds. Clearly Just not going to see it over here tonight. It's just not going to happen. Wispy clouds here in and around the Midwest. So scattered vision here. Northern and central Minnesota are treated tonight. They have beautiful conditions. And then back over here on the West Coast and into the western half of the United States, just probably not going to have it. Just due to all the cloud cover. So the website is spaceweatherlive.com. That is the website if you would like to check that for updates. So, weather team, thank you guys for hopping in here last minute. I wasn't going to do a weather stream tonight, but I was like, nah, why not? When can Oklahoma expect it? That's a hard one. You may see, you may not. Here's the thing again, guys. Timing is not, like, we can't predict the timing on these. It happens like that. So you just got to be looking outside, looking at the right time. We'll get an idea when a substorm happens, potentially. Right now, just looking at our BZ, we are in the positive, almost right at 0. So it's weak. It's very, very weak right now. But if it drastically goes down negative, or we see it trending negative again, that means we're probably getting ready to get a substorm. So that, that would mean, hey, head outside maybe and look and see. But I haven't really seen a lot of reports down in the Central Plains or down toward the Lower Ohio Valley yet. So Tennessee, it's possible. It's very, very possible. It just really depends, guys, if you get lucky or not. So it's just one of those things. Louisiana, probably not. Probably not. I don't want to say no and then, wake up tomorrow and then say, oh, you saw it in Louisiana, but probably not. Very low in chance. So you guys can thank this big upper level low here for causing the cloud cover. And this is really and generally why we have cloud cover is low over here and we have a low over here. So makes a lot of sense, sadly. So yeah, we are well back up into the positive now. So this is not great, sadly. Not great at all. We don't like to see that. We're back up to 11.06. Yeah. But the thing about it is, it's only 8 o'clock at night. We could probably see this go down again multiple times, go up multiple times. That's just the thing with space weather. So. Terry, we're talking about something we don't usually talk about here on the channel. That's space weather. Don't really do that too much here, but I've decided to give it a whirl tonight, so I'm learning as we go here as well. So yeah, so further, yeah, exactly, babe, exactly, yep. So the further north you go there, the better higher chance you got to see in it. Yep, that's typically how it works. Let me zoom this in here. Yeah, so this is definitely not in the way that we want to see it happen, but alrighty. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead for just a moment, and we're going to do a little weather discussion. I've got you guys in here because I know some people want to know what's going on with our weather. All right, we haven't had a weather live stream in a little bit of time, so let's go ahead and talk here for just a moment. Let's get some questions answered on what the heck's going to happen next week. There's still some answers to be figured out. We've still got some things to figure out. But here's our pattern as we go towards next week. If you've been watching my videos each day, you kind of got an idea of what's going on. A little bit of a change tonight, I would say, this evening with our afternoon models. We'll see what overnight models do when they start to run here in about an hour and a half or so. But generally right now, pretty quiet weather pattern. Other than in the West Coast, you've got an upper level low coming off here. And we've got a high pressure system down here as well. That is a horrific high pressure that I drew. But we have a high pressure system down here in the four corners. This is going to continue to allow warm air to advance across the country as we head towards this week here, middle of this week, and as we technically are in the middle of the week here, heading towards Thursday and Friday. Looks to be our temperatures should be the warmest by Friday into Saturday. So I don't expect any severe weather or anything, wintry, really in the next 3 or 4 days here, but it's as we head into early next week where problems may become a thing. Severe weather, multiple shots of severe weather next week, absolutely on the table. Severe weather outbreak, probably not right now. Looks to be multiple, like marginal slight risk, maybe an occasional enhanced risk next week. Here's the first thing we're going to look at. We got a trough. We got a northwesterly flowing trough. This is going to allow for a little storm system in the northeast this weekend here. Could see mostly rain out of this. Temperatures will be too warm probably for snow. May see some snow flurries up towards Maine, but this is just going to bring another little cool lash of air this weekend, late Sunday into Monday. But then we got to watch this, all right? About 4 days ago, before I started posting videos on Monday, on Saturday and Sunday, we had this trough right here. This is why we have to watch weather constantly because of changes. This trough was a major trough about 4 days ago, and it was looking like we were going to have a big-time severe weather event on Sunday and Saturday. Not the case. We are going to still have to watch it. This is going to be a negatively tilted trough. These bring in more moisture. These bring in more instability. This is going to be something as we go into Monday and Tuesday here that's going to potentially bring some low-end severe weather on Sunday into Monday here across the southern Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas area. So we're going to watch for some severe weather somewhere in this area, probably a little bit further to the north here around the low. So at least as of right now, that's where our first little instance of severe weather will be at. We'll get into the details on that here in just a minute. And then that shortwave trough kind of merges with that upper level northwesterly or northeasterly system here. And then that's gone. Then things get really, really interesting. And as we head toward the middle of the week next week, it looks like we're going to have a big bowling ball trough is going to set up here on a Thursday. And this is where I think we get a potential bigger severe weather setup. And where does this go? The same area. It's going to be Texas. It's going to be Louisiana. It's going to be Arkansas. It's going to be Oklahoma more than likely. And then we've got another couple systems behind that here. But this is the one I really want to watch going towards next Thursday and Friday because both the European and the GFS do support this as a negatively tilted trough. And with the way that this is shaped, would bring in more moisture and bring in more instability. And this would actually be a pretty decent setup in terms of this troughing shape coming in here as we go towards the Thanksgiving holiday season. This is next Thursday. So around that Wednesday, Thursday timeframe, we still got about 6 to 7 days out here to watch this system, but it's very possible. And then it gets even more spicy, and it decides to go northeast up here in the Missouri Valley, the Arklatex up here, and then we could get some severe weather on Thursday and on Friday. And then just when you think we're done, we're not. We got another one that comes in the same exact spot here going into Saturday and Sunday of the following week. So what I'm about to say is, enjoy the next 3 to 4 days because once next Sunday and Monday get here, it's going to be very, very busy. I would expect severe weather almost every single day next week, whether it be low to medium chances, especially as we head toward the middle of the week next week. It looks to be multiple storm systems, like I said, with the potential for severe weather and maybe even some wintry weather. This one would be going into Thanksgiving, severe weather outbreak on Thanksgiving. Sure, why not? Go to the Ohio Valley in the southeast. Why not? This is far out, probably going to change, but at least this is what the GFS run has given us right now. And then we're not done after that. Then we see our potential for our polar vortex to potentially bottom out, and then we start seeing some of the coldest air of the year, at least this end of the year season, as we head towards the first week of December. Both the Euro and the GFS really support the idea of some major cold air coming down, our polar vortex basically collapsing and giving us multiple winter shots. So we'll see what happens. I do want to point out, GFS is kind of coming a little bit back to earth here with our severe weather chances. We'll take a look here as well at the dew points. This is just a brief little look at what we could be seeing as we head into next week as well here. And dew points are going to start to rise as we head towards Friday and Saturday due to the northwesterly flow here to the north. So, if it's dry and you just feel gross outside in terms of how dry it is, some people just are sensitive to that. We're going to see our relative humidity values and our dew points go back up a little bit here, back in the 50s and some low 50s here. So it'll feel a little bit moistury out there, and that'll kind of help not make it feel so dry. There won't be any rain in the area this weekend, but we start the transporting process of moisture here, and that's going to allow for the severe weather threat next week to kind of ramp up here. And as we go towards Sunday and Monday, there is our first little severe weather setup on Monday afternoon. Could see something as far as Texas back down here into the Arklatex. Very, very possible. Dark green here is the these are just dew points we're looking at. So greens are 50-degree dew points. Blue are the 60s and upper 60s, mid to upper 60s here. 70s are the purple. So the more higher your dew points are, the better chance you have of seeing more decent severe weather. It's just how much moisture in the atmosphere can be accumulated. So there's our first little severe weather threat. And then we get to the middle of next week, and here we go. Moisture surges all the way as far north as the Ohio Valley, giving us some type of severe weather event as we head towards the potential end of next weekend here. This is about 7 to 10 days out, so I'll probably stop it here. But you can see maybe even a Thanksgiving severe weather event as well. So it looks to be we're going to have multiple shots of severe weather as we head into next week and even the week beyond. So like I said, this is a little bit different than what we've been seeing here the last couple of weeks with our ridging and our upper level troughs just bringing us snow and stuff. So in terms of what precip is showing here on the latest GFS model run, it does look to be, once again, some isolated snow showers may be possible on Sunday and Monday here with that upper level system. We're not seeing enough moisture potentially allowing for severe weather. So question mark on how this is going to fold on Sunday and Monday. But once again, here comes the moisture on Wednesday. Here comes our upper level low, and boom, severe weather on Wednesday and Thursday across Texas, Oklahoma, potentially, maybe down towards Missouri, and then this will shift north with that second upper level low, and then we got ourselves a big problem here as we go towards Friday and Saturday with severe weather across the Ohio Valley, maybe up in the Northeast, and then another one after that. It looks like we're going to have multiple storm systems. It's just going to get really, really busy. So the areas of concern and all of that will start to get more known as we go into the next couple of days once the Storm Prediction Center starts to highlight things, but right now we're just not seeing that. I will mention a little bit of an uptick with instability on the with the instability here on the GFS today, at least the 18Z run. Here's the instability for Monday and Tuesday. You can see from Kentucky down to Texas, and then here we go into the following week, starting to see more instability, and it looks like the southeast will be, the southern plains southeast will probably be where we see majority of that severe weather at least as of right now, unless the models change. The European model also showing a pretty similar phase as well here. I think it goes all the way through. Yeah, Europeo. The Euro model is a lot more significant with instability next week. So Euro seeing a better shot of severe weather going into Monday and Tuesday. In terms of the upper level troughing with this as well. This is the 18Z that just ran. Yeah, so we still got to figure out where this low is going to go. This low is going to be way far to the north here on the Euro. Let me go back to 12Z and look. Oof. Yeah, 12Z a little bit further to the north, less severe weather, but still possible. And then we get our big bowling ball trough in. And this is what I really am interested to see. How does this play out next week? How does this play out next week? What do we get out of this? Do we get a severe weather outbreak? What do we get? This is not good. We don't want to see this. This would be a severe weather outbreak and a half if this were to verify. Good news is this is 10 days out. Probably going to change. More than likely going to change probably tonight. Not a great look, but yeah. That would be kind of worst case scenario there, especially as we head towards Thanksgiving. Interesting. Also, I don't do politics on the channel, guys, but I will let everybody know. I just saw that the government shutdown officially just ended. The bill got passed. So we should see some weather operation websites that were down during this whole last 40 days come back up here pretty soon. So that was why I mentioned that, because that's important, because I need some of that stuff that's not down. But yes, that officially just ended. I just got that notification on my phone for that. So we no longer have a government shutdown. That is done for. But yeah, I mean, I'll be able to use some more websites that have been down for literally the last month and a half now. Yay! Super exciting. So when those come back on, I'll be able to show you guys some more stuff. But anyways, a very active jet stream. Love this. Craziness. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's see if we got any snow on the Euro. I'm going to do a Northern Light update again here in just a second for you guys. Just a moment. Yeah, Euro is going wild. If you're in the Rockies, you'll definitely get a chance of some snow. Definitely looking at that severe weather threshold in the Ohio Valley in the southeast. We'll know more as time goes on. Multiple storm systems on the Euro, back to back. That's interesting. And then we start to see our cold Arctic air setup as we head towards December. So, clouds. What's up, Storm Chaser Lane? Good to see you, bud. Is Springfield, Missouri going to get anything? It's possible. It's possible. We'll know more on areas as we go into next week. So, hopefully by Saturday or Sunday, I'll have better clarification on what's going to happen. I would love for the Storm Prediction Center to highlight something, but that's probably not going to happen anytime soon due to confidence. So, but instability on the Euro, that's insane. That's a little bit crazy for next week. That's definitely uptrended significantly in the last day or two. And that's just by the positioning of the trough. So that trough that's going to be exiting off of the West Coast goes more neutral to negative tilt and pulls up all of this upper level moisture and energy out of the Gulf. And therefore we get a consolidated, decent severe weather episode next week. So this will be interesting. Very, very interesting. Sarah, probably not. Probably not. It's a very weak storm tonight. It's a little bit weaker than it was forecast. It still can change. But as of right now, probably not. Still have your hopes, though. Still have your hopes, though. So, hello, Shay. But yeah, I'm definitely looking at some severe weather next week. Multiple days of severe weather. Maybe even a bigger shot next weekend. But I think we'll be in live severe weather coverage mode probably almost every single day next week. Legitimately. Before things maybe quiet down as our polar vortex suppresses things. Let me take a sounding right here for next Wednesday. Yeah, it's a severe. Decent. Sorry, y'all. All right, but anyways, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about severe weather-wise. We'll keep y'all updated. I'll be posting a fresh video tomorrow morning when we get overnight model runs in and all of that yummy stuff in, as always. So, if you guys have not joined my Discord yet, by the way, feel free to join my Discord. The link is in my bio. You get access to SPC outlooks, tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, and you can post all of your lovely content in there in terms of pictures, photographs from any storms in Aurora. Would love to have you guys in there and meet some of you guys. As always, I do appreciate y'all. All right, let's talk here. Let's see what we've got going on here with our Aurora again. Let's do a double check. We are going negative again. So we're back down to 0.59. So we are seeing a little bit of a downtrend again. We'll see what happens here. It's definitely not as extreme as last night. And that's just due to potentially the density of the wave and how far how far north it is. So thank you guys for all the follows. I do appreciate it very, very, very much. I have a question. Do we want another outbreak stream tonight? Do we want another outbreak stream? Do we want another one? Yeah, the farther north. Yeah, exactly, babe. Y'all gonna watch Mesomat Storm Chase tonight. Yeah, guys, put your photos in the Discord. I want to see them. I want to see them. Link in my bio for my Discord. It's in the link. You have to click the Linktree link and then go right to it. So, let's see if we're getting a substorm. Oh, we are getting a substorm potentially here. Yeah, down to negative 4.14. Are they visible in Maine yet? Cloud cover in Maine. Cloud cover in Maine is going to be a big problem for you guys. Big, big, big problem. And this is why right here. You can thank Canada for it. Yeah, it's a very, very weak storm tonight, guys. That's why a lot of people aren't seeing it, unlike yesterday. Sadly, I feel like the way that this typically works is we get one good night and then we get a bad night. And then we get a good night and then we get a bad night. It's very hard that you get two back-to-back nights that just really, really, really perform very well. Also, I want to ask y'all this because I haven't done this in a while because I've been super busy with a lot of other things. I want to... How many people do we have in the Discord? How many do we have? Let's see here. We have 208 people. I really want to start doing like weather tutorials with y'all again in there. I know I was going to start doing that, but I didn't have a lot of people that were interested in doing it. So if you're in my Discord and you're interested in that, we may start that up again soon, potentially. I need to find something else to do outside of all of my streams with you guys. I need to start interacting with you guys more again. I'm just Mesomat on there. That's my name on there. But well, it's possible. That's absolutely possible. Yeah, I think we're gonna have these up and down dips throughout the night tonight. That seems to be the case. So, also, babe, if you're still watching, we need to get merch site fixed. People are having issues. People are going to it. I've had messages today. We need to get that fixed. So if we can get that up and running again soon, that'd be super awesome. Say please, please. This is the Space Weather Live. So this refreshes every few minutes here. Yeah, this is a big substorm. We're down to negative 12.39. So this is a big one. So some of you guys may go outside. If you're in the Ohio Valley, maybe check outside. Look north. Let me know what you guys see. It's definitely possible we could be getting... This may be close to the lowest. Our lowest tonight was 14. Negative 14 is what I saw. Yeah, bro, let me know. Let me know what you see if you see it. Because if we're seeing it in Western Kentucky, that gives everybody in the Ohio Valley hope in the chat. Yeah, I was going to say, minute XCAP, you should be seeing it, bud. Texas is going to be a hard one, yeah. I was going to say, Texas will definitely be just getting it that far south. We're down to negative 12.39. Indiana possibly. Yeah, if you guys are in the Ohio Valley, go outside and check. It's always worth it. And if you guys get those reports, please let me know. I've got reports in Tennessee 2 minutes ago of you can see it. You should be able to see it if you're in Tennessee. I got reports in Orlando, Tennessee 2 minutes ago. Also, Columbus, Ohio has them as well. I might go. Give me 2.5 seconds, guys. I'm going to go outside and run with Ro real quick. Tap that screen. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Oh, we're back down to -7. So it's doing this. It's doing the up and down. It's doing the fluctuation thing. We barely can see it in Kentucky. Barely can see it in northwestern Kentucky. Barely, barely. All right, y'all. So we'll cover this for just a few more minutes, and then I will probably do a stream reset. And if y'all want to come back and watch Mesomat do a storm chasing simulator game, it's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. But I just wanted to get in here tonight and cover this for a little bit with you guys, do some weather talk. We haven't got to get on here and do it for a while, so We will be more than likely in live severe weather coverage mode a lot next week, and just in general doing lots of weather updates. I'll start putting those out probably closer to Friday and Saturday. We'll start popping out multiple streams again, talking about what's going to happen next week and getting y'all ready for Thanksgiving. So. So. This is spaceweatherlive.com. All right. Thank y'all for the gifts, by the way. I appreciate it. We'll see if this goes back down again. Yeah, it's going back up again. It's very, very small little substorms. I'm trying to wait for this to re-update. Here we go. Let's see if it changed. Yeah, so this is the line where you can potentially see it at, possibly. Or that's a horrible line. You can see the line here. This is where you can possibly see it at. To the south of it, you're not going to probably see it as of right now. And to the north of it, you will probably, the further north you go, you will definitely see it. So it's crazy how this stuff works. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, Detroit, Michigan, probably going to be hard with some of the cloud cover over there, but we're also going to have just the light pollution. So just be mindful of that. So. What is the substorm? It's just a small little flare of the storm that comes by. It's like a wave. It's like a waves. It comes and goes. So. But y'all, I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. I just want to get on here and do a little update with you guys, do a little weather talk as well. Like I said, we'll get back into doing some streams in terms of weather updates, probably starting on Friday or Saturday. I am going to do a live reset and come back, and we're going to do Outbreak. We're going to stream some Outbreak. So if you guys want to come out and hang out and just have some fun with us, we're going to do that tonight as well. Hopefully we'll see you guys back in stream again as we head towards the weekend here and get ready to cover some severe weather, get ready to cover some winter weather. And all of that fun stuff that comes with November and December weather. So website's called, this one's called Aurorasaurus, and then we have, the other one is the spaceweatherlive.com. So both of those have these updates where you guys can check and see what's going on. I may throw up some more stuff when we're game streaming later on if y'all are in there hanging out, but yeah. So I appreciate y'all. Weather team, thank you for hopping in last minute as always. Thank you, and we'll see you guys back in here again later.